Hi. Hello. Hi again. Sorry that I left you all for like a week. And then before my last stream, I also left you all for another week. It's been that kind of Whoops. I swear it's not intentional. Maaf, sudah saya tinggal seminggu ya kawan-kawan. Oh man. She hates streaming. That's true. I hate streaming. She didn't even leave us anything to eat. That's not true. Did you guys not check the castle pantry? Did you not check? I left you guys. What the? Send and thank you. Thank you, but you really missed you. I missed you too. But you really shouldn't be. You really shouldn't be rewarding my behavior. Oh god, my PayPal email immediately got into me. Thank you so much. But hi, sorry again for the lack of streams. Although to be fair, I did tell you guys that this isn't like a what the Zio, thank you. Welcome back, Queen. You guys really gotta stop rewarding me with this kind of behavior, you know? Okay? I'm like a horse. Okay, well, I'm not a horse, but like I'm like a dog, you know. Like if you tell me that I can just leave and not stream and then come back, and then you'll tell me money, then I'm gonna keep doing that. Okay, so you shouldn't be rewarding me with this behavior. Oh man. But yeah, anyway, hi. Sorry for the lack of streams, although to be fair, I did tell you guys that this isn't even my fucking day job, bro. I mean, you did meet a horse in Jogja. I did. Zipply, thank you. Umantap. Zio, why did you put up Uma Musume? What the fuck? But yeah, hi. Sorry for like the past 2 weeks or so. I've rarely been streaming. I just came back from Comipara, Comic Parade in like Monday this week. And then the week before that, I also didn't stream much because I had to go back home in Bali for a few businesses. So yeah, there's that. Malam Kay, selamat malam. Hi Kay, hi. Howdy Crow, how's it going? I'm going good. Hi. So I'll give you my summary of my experience in Comipara, in Comic Parade, which is in Jogja, and for the non-Indonesian, Jogja is in the center province of the island of Java. So yeah, there you go. My main summary of Comipara was, or just Jogja in general, was hot, panas anjing, panas banget. Southeast Asia is boiling, and I don't know what it is about Jogja, but Jogja was boiling fucking hot. So yeah, I went there with a couple of my friends. Wait, hold on. I might as well write their username. Hold on. Wait, I can't grab their username. Hi, Kay, hi. But yeah, I basically I had a circle of 6 people, including myself, who were booting in Comic Parade. But one of us couldn't make it. Because she just well, it's actually for a good reason, because the person who couldn't make it just got recently accepted into a new job in Japan, so she had to go to Japan. Hello Kay, welcome back. I hope you had fun at Comipara. I did have a lot of fun in Comipara. Living around Jogja, it haven't rained in my place for a week. Bro, that's crazy. That's boiling. Jogja made me painfully aware that I am indeed 70% water. That's true. Hi Karma, hello. Did the venue have AC? We'll get into that. Hold on, hold your horses. I hope you're sitting, and I hope your butt is comfortable, because I'm gonna tell you the story. So basically, me and my circle, 6 people, right? So then, before, but basically this was before one of us had to pull out because she got a new job in Japan. Scared. So, first of all, we actually booked a hotel about like 2 months before we had to go to Jogja, and I'm gonna gatekeep my hotel. I'm gonna gatekeep my hotel because it's a really nice hotel and really affordable. But like, I'm just gonna let you know that I paid. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to gatekeep the hotel. You know how people who go to like Komifuro also like gatekeep their hotel? Should I keep that shit secret? I'm serious. Like, I actually, if you're asking me for like Komifuro, which is gonna happen like next month, I'm also gonna be in Komifuro, but I'm just gonna be walking around. Even in Komifuro, I gatekeep my hotel because my hotel is just across from the creator gate. So yeah, well, there's multiple, so you're gonna have to take a guess there. But you know, and nearing like the announcement of the next Komifuro, it's always booked out. You guys are fucking crazy. Stop. If everybody books the hotel, then where am I gonna sleep? How come nobody is thinking about KarmicKrow? How about like how could you do that? How could people just entirely book hotels for conventions? Why is nobody thinking about KarmicKrow? Like, before you go to Komifuro, or before you go book a hotel, did it ever cross your mind like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't book this because like if I book this and it sells out, like where the hell is Kay gonna see? Why is nobody thinking about me? Outrageous. KarmicKrow could go to Karmic Cost. Actually, one of my friends, I think I mentioned that in the last Komifuro where I booted solo, I actually had my dear friend as a helper, Fish, right? He's also a moderator here, so you guys probably know the guy. During like our past Komifuro, Fish actually stayed in this like cost boarding house style Airbnb or hotel, and initially we thought it was quite a nice place because it was right above a convenience store. It's right above an Alfamart, so everybody is like, wow, holy shit, like bro, you got the golden ticket and everything. But yeah, it wasn't, turns out it wasn't so good because it wasn't particularly clean. And it's really hard for me to explain, but the room had a sink next to the bed. So if you try to wash your face or brush your teeth on the sink, the water gets everywhere. Also, because it was really affordable, a lot of guys ended up booking the place, and according to Fish, those guys ended up like smoking a lot in like the common room of the building, and they don't clean up after themselves. Is he actually in jail? That is a good question. I should have asked him if the toilet was also next to the bed, because if it was, then yeah, he's probably in jail. actually, guys, convention hack. If the hotels around your venue is booked out when you're gonna go to a convention, just get arrested. Just get arrested. Seriously. You know, just get arrested. Like they're gonna bring you to the police station. Like, and at least you got a bed there. Okay, I'm just saying, just get arrested. Dog. But then how do you go to the con? You take the police officer with you. Is it a good bet? No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this based on it's just an assumption. I'm not saying this out of experience. It's just an assumption. If I look at, you know, bets in you know what I mean. How do you know? It's just an assumption. It's just an assumption. K single-handedly decreasing convention goers. So yeah, can I just say that I know people like to say, people have told me a lot that the minimum wage in Jogja is quite low compared to other like big cities in Indonesia. But it didn't really get to me until I actually came to Jogja, and I was like, wow, the prices here are kind of scary. I mean, like for tourists like me, yeah, it's fun, but it's kind of scary to me how this is gonna sound like a humble brag, but like it's kind of scary to me how little I spent in Jogja. Yeah, that's how you know how like capitalism riddled my brain is. I spend little money and I have a problem with it. I spend a lot of money and I complain, and I spend little money and it's also a problem for me. It's a very how do you live like this kind of moment. Yeah, you get to feel like an American. So if I was staying in Comipara, right, and Comipara is always the venue, at least nowadays, it's always held in Indonesia. What's in ICE Indonesia Convention Exhibition? I kind of forgot. I could be wrong, but somewhere along those lines, and it's always in BSD. I don't know what's a good English word to describe BSD. I hate BSD. I don't know a good word to describe BSD. I hate BSD. BSD is bougie. I hate BSD. And I say this as somebody who has lived in BSD. Fun fact about me, I lived in BSD for like a year or more. Worst time of my life there. I hate that city. Everybody is like, oh, wow, BSD is so clean la. It's like Singapore, so clean, roads so big, there's no traffic jam, so many trees. Yeah, it's barren because the city is technically privately owned. Okay? City is technically privately owned, and like, yeah, it's nice and fancy and all, but then you kind of slip a little bit to like actual Tangerang, and it's like 180 vibe switch right there, you know, like bruh. No traffic jams. Is it even Southeast Asia? No, it's not. I hate that place. Where's the public transport, dog? I don't know if I have the right to complain about public, like the non-existent public transportation when I'm Balinese and Denpasar doesn't have any public transportation. But yeah, back to the story. So, for comparison, oh hi Kay, hi. For comparison, I could spend if I were going to Komifuro, I could spend and I'm staying in a boarding house or a hotel or an Airbnb that has to be near the entrance for the merchants, right? Because I usually come in as a merchant, right? Just saying that traveling to Jogja just for Comipara is truly something else. See, here's the thing. I am the bit king. Traveling from Jakarta to Jogja just for Comipara is truly something. You're basically like my circle mates because most of them are from Jakarta and the surrounding areas, Jabodetabek, right? So yeah, they all had to travel like 10 hours to go to Jogja and everything. The what now? The bit king. I do bits. I don't care if Jogja is like far away from me. I'm gonna go there just for the hee-hee-ha's. Anyway, stop distracting me. I say that to myself, not to you guys. Don't tell me y'all booted at Comifara for the bit. Anyway, so if I were staying in a hotel that's near the venue in Komifuro, so I could easily access it as a merchant, I could spend at least 200 or even like 250 a night, you know, for like a room with like a queen size, like a double bed, a queen sized bed or something, which yeah, I could share with somebody, right? But still, like at least 200, especially like the hotels that are severely in walking distance to like the creator, to the creator entrance and everything. 150 for Alpha Guest House. Hashtag King Shit. Hey King Shit, I was just dissing your little Alpha Guest House. I told chat what's what with your room, that the sink was next to your bed and everything. You don't get it. What do you mean you don't get it? You were the one who couldn't stop complaining about it. I swear, Fizz was like, yo, my place sucks. Yo, my Airbnb sucks. My boarding house sucks. Fuck this place, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I would recommend it. You don't get how there was a stain on my bed and the shower only let out 4 droplets. Yeah, still prevailed. You were in jail. You were in jail. Fish, you were in jail. That's a jail. You got arrested. You just didn't realize it. That's a jail. What are you on about? Oh man. Not to mention broken AC remote. I should make motel reviews. No, you're not. I'm so glad you didn't die there. But yeah, me, I could spend at least 200 for just for sleeping, just for boarding in a hotel, especially like, is there like cheaper options for me, for hotels, if I'm going to Comiforo, yes, but I am usually more willing to pay a bit more if it means that the hotel is really, really, really in just like a 5-minute walking distance to the entrance gate for the merchants and everything. So yeah, practicality and everything. But yeah, I could spend 200 a night in Komifuro. So if I stayed like 3 nighs, 4 nights, that's already like 600 to 800,000 rupiahs just for boarding alone, right? In comparison, do you know how much total I spent for 3 nights in Jogja? Was it 3? Yeah, it was 3. Do you know how much I spent for boarding, for rooms in Jogja? So like at least 200 a night in base day, right? In Jogja, I spent like 200 for 3 nights. I spent 200. So what was 200,000 for a night in base day? I spent that for the entirety of my 3-night stay, 200 to 250. That's crazy. And you know what's crazier? You know what? That's cheap even for Jateng. That's why I'm gatekeeping it. You wanna know what's crazier? The room is massive. It's really clean. And it's massive. And there's 6 of us. So we got 3 rooms and each room had a twin bed. And it's massive. When I say massive, like the area, you know how like hotel rooms are layouted, right? The typical one, like you come in and either to your left or to your right is like the door to the bathroom, and then you come in more and there's the big area with the bed, and usually across from the bed is the TV and maybe like a desk, a closet and everything. Yeah, so like that, like a very typical hotel, which is nicer than what I stayed in BSD, because what I stayed in BSD for Komifuro is not even a hotel. It's basically like a boarding house. It's basically like a boarding house that, also caters to non-students, I guess. So yeah, this one is a proper hotel. So you get a closet, you get a TV, you get a long ass, big ass desk, you get a full length mirror, you get a twin bed, you get a big ass shower with good water pressure, and I only paid like 250 for the entirety of it. It was so big that the space in front of the twin beds, like the space between like the twin beds and like the desk at the other end, that space was big enough that if me and my friends wanted to, we could simulate and set up our entire 2-table booth right there. Are you sure this was a hotel? It is a hotel. Also, they gave me free snacks, and you get like refillable. They keep changing your towels, and they keep leaving me like water bottles every day. So every time I leave, they actually have like cleaning. They actually have housekeeping. Every time I leave to go to the venue, I come back and the AC is on. So my room was cold. This is not a complaint. Opposite of it. This is actually a good thing, because Jogja was hot as fuck. My balls were melting. I don't have balls, but like if I had balls, they would be melting. That's how hot it is. And imagine like a long day of, being a weeb, of like selling stuffs in basically like an indoor incubated venue and everything, and then you come back to your hotel room and it's clean, and they change your towels and they leave you with like new water bottles, and they turn on the AC for you? What? On one hand, totally understand why you're gatekeeping this. On the other, why are you gatekeeping this? Man. Hold on. I do have a picture of the room, but I'm kind of like, should I show you guys the room? Because then you can reverse Google search it, and then you know what, whatever. You know what? Besok harga naik, Kak. You know what? You're right. Because the moment I was done with Comipara and I was on like my train ride home from Jogja back to this city, I checked the prices again, and yeah, it got pricier now. I was like, fuck. Hello, Kay. Good evening. They probably know. And then when I was saying goodbye to like the front desk and everything, oh, and also they had a swimming pool. Guys, they have a swimming pool. Guys, did you listen to me? They have a swimming pool. Guys, they got a swimming pool. Guys, okay, that's it. Are you guys their first customer or something? My hotel room was super big too. I was pleasantly, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'll yeah, fine. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. The things that I do for my children. Pool and AC. Yeah, I know. I knew that they had a pool, but I didn't bring my swimsuit. I wasn't in a mood to be swimming, to be honest. Where is it? Ah, I see. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys like what the room looks like, okay? Looks like this. Okay? Don't open my DMs. What the fuck? Why were you DMing me? I have my Discord on streamer mode, so I can't hear anything. Okay, I know, shitty ass photo. I'm sorry that the photo was so shit. I literally just got into the room and I was flabbergasted at the size of it. I was fucking flabbergasted at the size of it. That's for 250k for 3 days. Guys, listen to me. 250 is my share for 3 days. Remember, there were 6 of us. Okay, so 250 times like 6. That's the actual total. What's actually 250 times 6? And you know what? You guys do the math. I'm dumb. 250 is my share. So yeah. Oh man. And the other side of the room. Okay, don't fucking judge the, yeah. See what I mean? It's big as fuck. We could have simulated the entire booth right in front of my bed, and we still had room. We still had room, I don't know, to have a disco party or something. The only thing that's it's not really like a bad thing, but it was kind of a funny thing with this room is you guys see that door next to the hanging closet and everything. That's not the door to the bathroom. That's a door connecting you to the next room. So if say you were traveling with a party of 4 and you could request to have your room next to each other, you could have a connection. You could have a connection. Wow. Is the table slanted? No, my photo is slanted. I'm slanted. So here's the thing though. Here's what made this entire experience so funny to me. Remember when I said that we rented out 3 rooms? Thank you for the pic, K. I found it. Fuck. So yeah, fuck. There's 6 of us, and then like we booked 3 rooms. So like 2 people get to share, right? Two. But remember when I said that between the 6 of us, there was one girl who had to pull out because she had to go to Japan. So that means that somebody was gonna get the entire room for themselves. Means that between the remaining 5, somebody was gonna get one lonely ass person was gonna get the entire room all for themselves, right? So we did a roulette to make it fair, and TLDR, I got to be alone. TLDR, that person was me, so I got to have the room alone. Oh, that's too wide of a room for one person. Yeah, I know. I told my friends that what the hell am I gonna do alone in that room? What am I gonna do? Have a disco party? And I really should stop saying stuffs like that, because I arrived at the hotel later than my friends, because most of my friends were arriving from like the Jakarta area, and I was the only one who wasn't. I was the only one who lived like away from there. They shared the same bus, and they arrived like early morning in Jogja. So by the time I arrived from my city, and I arrived at around 3 p.m, my friends were already checked in their room. I was the only one who wasn't checked in, right? So I got to my room, I checked in, and the lights immediately started flickering. I'm not even joking, like the lights started flickering. I was checking out the room. I was like recording like the entirety of the room to send to my mom. I was gonna be like, Mom, this is crazy, oh my god. And then like the lights started flickering, and I was like, oh, why does this keep happening to me? You are cursed. Wait, I think I have a video of it. You know, I have a video of it. Guys, I have a video of it. Wow, look at me. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Music stop at just the right moment. Hold on. I got a video of it. Holy shit. You have? I do. Oh, okay. Herb. I literally could not say anything else other than Ah, jeez. Anomaly detected. I even told my friends, my 4 other friends who were like taking a nap in their respective rooms. I told them in our group WhatsApp, just like, guys, my lights are flickering. And then one of them was like, wow, that's crazy. And then nobody else replied because I realized they were tired from their journey to Jogja and they were sleeping. And I was like, oh, all right, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not scared. I can handle this. Whoever's ghost was in there had one hell of a sense of humor. See, usually when I enter a room and the light starts like flickering like that, I square up, you know. I'm not gonna let some dead person just try to out-dominate me. But this is Jogja and I don't know what kind of ghost am I dealing with. So I actually said to the room just like, don't be angry at me. I'm only gonna be here for 3 days. And then it actually stopped flickering. Wow. Did you ask the front desk about it? I didn't. But I did have a little accident to the front desk. So embarrassing. I arrived in Jogja one day before the actual event at 3 p.m. right? And what I do like about Comipara, especially in comparison to Comifuro, is that in Comifuro, you're only allowed to load your booth, and by loading I mean set up you're allowed time to load your stuff in and do setup. The only people who gets to do that one day before the venue are the people who pay for booths, not table. Booths. Tables are table. By booths, I mean like if you guys were visiting Type Beat, the first season of Type Beat, we had a booth, you know? Booths are basically cubicles, right? You have walls and everything. That's a booth. So in Comiforo, if you pay for a booth, then you also earn the privilege of being able to set up and load one day before CF. As opposed to everybody else, if you buy just a table, a regular table, then you can only load the early morning before the event begins on day one, right? Not in Comipara, because Comipara actually allows everybody, regardless if you're a table or a booth, to come in and load and set up if they wanted to one day before the event from like 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's insane! That's insane. When I was reading it in the technical meeting, I was like, what? You guys are being serious? And they were like, yeah, like why the fuck not? And I was like, yo, Chef, what the fuck? Yo, Chef, what the fuck? But yeah, so I came in one day before the event started at 3 p.m. So I was asking my friends like, do we want to load now, or do we want to load in like we do in Comifuro, which is in the early morning before, like 2 hours before the event starts, right? And they were like, I think we actually want to go to Malioboro and like go sightseeing while we're in Jogja. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I let them take a nap, rest, and I took a shower and everything. And we dressed up because we were gonna go out for the night. But while I was doing that, I realized that the AC in my room wasn't really that cold. And then like my 4 other friends came to my room, because my room was the one that's the most empty, obviously. Only one person there, me. So we kind of use it as like a meeting point for us to discuss many things, blah 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 blah. Hello. So then I remember that the front desk had a WhatsApp, and my room was on the 3rd floor, and you see, I could have just went down physically to the first floor from the third floor and went to the front desk and tell them like, hey, my AC's not that cold. Can you guys please check if the remote is working properly, or maybe the Freon needs to be refilled or something. But I have this thing called lazy. I didn't want to go down 2 flights of stairs down to the first floor, because if I went down 2 flights of stairs when I go to the first floor, then I'm gonna have to go back up 2 flights of stairs after I'm done talking to the front desk. So instead oh, that's incurable. So instead of like physically going down, I just contacted them via WhatsApp, because I have been talking to the front desk before I arrived and everything. So I told them, hi Kay, hi. So I messaged the front desk of my hotel through their WhatsApp, and I told them like, hi, sorry to bother you, but I just noticed that the AC in room 305 isn't very cold. Would it be alright if I ask if you send somebody to check if the remote or the AC is working properly? Thank you. And then they responded immediately with a, oh yeah, sure, okay ka, I'll send somebody up. Okay, thank you. So then we waited 30 minutes in my room and nobody came. Right? Nobody came. It even got to like 45 minutes. We were all still like dressing up to go out for the night and nobody came. At some point, I started wondering like, oh, well, this hotel is so nice and so affordable. I guess they have to have like a minus point somewhere. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is like its Achilles heel, you know. Maybe this is like the major like minus point of this place and everything. And I even joked with my friends that, hey, what if like the person who owns the WhatsApp account isn't even like the front desk, but it's like the owner of the it's the owner of the hotel. You know, like the owner of the hotel is gonna come down personally just to check my AC. That's crazy. That wouldn't happen, right? Well, it didn't happen, thankfully. But eventually, one of my friends finally got down because they were gonna go to the first floor anyway. Okay, no, don't worry. That's not what happened. One of my friends finally graciously went down because she was gonna go down anyway. And then she asked the front desk. And then she was like, hi, sorry, we're the party that's staying, and my friend is staying in her room, and I think she like messaged you guys on WhatsApp that her room's AC wasn't cold. Can you please send somebody up to check on it, because we're gonna leave very soon. And then the front desk guy said like, oh, we already did send somebody up, miss. And my friend was like, what? But we were in the room the entire time and nobody knocked. Like, the door was open. If somebody was in front of it, we would have known, because we were expecting somebody to come up. And they were like, yeah, but to room 305, right? We knocked and nobody was responding. And my friend was like, 305? And then the guy was like, yeah, 305. Your friend texted and said her room was 305? So anyway, my room was 301. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I I made some poor employee walk up two flights of stairs in the heat wave that is Jogja, in a non-air conditioned hotel hallway, and then made him knock to an empty room. Apparently the technician was kind of panicking, because imagine getting a message from a supposed guest saying that, "Hi, I'm in room 305 and it's really warm here. The AC is not cold. Can you please send somebody up to check on it?" And you're like, "Yes, ma'am." And then you go up two flights of stairs, you stop in front of 305 and you knock. And you're like, "Hello, technician." And then nobody opens the door. And then you go back down, you ask your friend in the front desk, like, "Hey, I went to 305 and like nobody's there." And then your friend says, "What? 305 is empty." Scratches head, scratches me head. Maybe you deserve that flickering light. So yeah. Anyway, my friend apologized profusely, embarrassed as hell. So, and then like she told them like, "I'm so sorry. My friend is kind of a dumbass." It's actually 301, and they're like, "Oh, okay." So then she went back up to my room and she was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh, hi. How did it go?" He was like, Did you write 305? You know your room is 301, right?" And I was like, "My room is 30." And then I looked at my key card and I'm like, there it is, 301. And I'm like, "Oh." And then 3 seconds later, the actual technician came in and I bowed. I apologized profusely. He was very scared. He said, I thought you were a ghost." And I told him, "I thought you were a ghost. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of dumb." So yeah, there you go. That's how my first arrival in Jogja was like. It's on the card. It's on the card. I can't read. To be fair, 1 and 5 look really similar if you're blind. Thank you. Kok bisa 1 jadi 5? Aku emang ini sih punya ini kondisi namanya agak goblok. Jadi ya gitu, maafin ya, maklumin. Also, I'm sorry if the mic is picking up rain noises. It started raining just now over in my place, and as you know, my desk is right behind a window. So take it as ambience, I guess. Tidak bisa diobati, unfortunately. Incurable. So then I talked again to my friends like, "Okay, so turn off the BGM so we can hear the rain better." I don't know if it's... Is it audible? Can you guys hear the rain? It's really loud. Like, actually here it's really loud. Then again, it always rains around this hour. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Okay, can barely hear it. Damn. You know what? It fits your background. You know what? I'm just gonna not use the BGM so you guys can play any song you like while you listen to me. Wow, deres, how nice. It's not nice because yeah, it's raining really, really badly every night here, but the temperature is really, really hot. It's only a few degrees under Jogja here, so not only is it hot, it's humid. Ew. I'd take like a dry heat any day. What the hell? But anyway, so I was talking to my friends like, okay, so Um, okay, so we're not gonna be loading today. We're gonna be loading like we do in Comipara, which is on the actual first day, the morning of it. Can you turn up the rain volume? I'll ask. I don't know who I'm gonna ask. I'll ask. So I was like, okay, so what do you guys want to do? And then my friend looked at me, and then they said, do you want to go to a cabaret? Yeah. Fuck. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Were you? Were you guys thinking of going to the cabaret? Like, Hamin satu Comipara? Like, you want to go to... Yeah, okay, okay. We're going. We're going. In Jogja. In Jogja. We're going. So we went to a cabaret. Yeah, man. A cabaret as in a cabaret or musical cabaret? It was actually kind of both. It was actually kind of both because when I got there, I realized, oh, it was not just a cabaret or a musical cabaret. It is a drag show. And I was like, you didn't tell me that this was a drag show. And they were like, honestly, I wasn't even sure if it was a drag show or not. But I'm glad I took you here. And I was like, I'm glad you took me here too. So we went to a drag show one day before Comipara. Man. I don't think that the place or the venue is much of a secret, but because I'm not sure, I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm actually gonna gatekeep it this time because I know some like drag shows or cabarets that actually gatekeep themselves, and I know some that don't, and I don't want to assume. So I'm just gonna not say where it is, what it is, and whatnot. But we ordered drinks during the show, and I am once again in fear with the Jogja minimum wage because I paid. There's like 5 of us, and we all ordered drinks and even ordered like 2 platters of like snack, something to nibble on to share between the 5 of us because we wanted to have dinner after the cabaret was done and everything in somewhere else. Do you know how much I paid for like the 5 of us? Is it less than 150? Good guess. It is actually 150. And I was like, yo, Jogja is scary. Jogja is like really, really fucking scary. What do you mean? Like one person spent like 30K and for like the drinks and the snack here? It's kind of crazy. Okay, whatever. But yeah. But that's only for the drinks and snacks and meals that you can get there. The entrance fee is actually way more expensive, and I guess that's how they are able to fund the entire like show, you know, every week and so on and so forth. Like, yeah. My running joke when I was there was that Jogja traded its economy for the sun. You know what? I think they might have traded a bit too far. Turn back a little bit. But yeah, not gonna talk much about the show other than it was really good. It was really good. We took a lot of pics and we took a lot of video, but again, I'm not gonna show it here. But we were done at about like 9 p.m. So then we went to have dinner. And during dinner is when I actually realized that, oh shit, we actually haven't talked about how we're going to manage our table tomorrow. Because this time, unlike other times where, yeah, I share a circle with my friends, but we have like each person has a separate table. Therefore, we have separate customers and separate like cashiers, you know. This time, we're actually combining our table. And that means that everybody needs to be able to keep you need to be able to follow like everybody's inventory. Everybody needs to know, like, if somebody came to the cashier window of our table and asked me a product that's not mine, that's like my friends or something, like, how much is this? I need to be able to know that. And thankfully, my friends introduced us to this app called Loivers. So if you're somebody who likes to boot, or I guess somebody who just works in retail, I guess. But specifically, if you're somebody who likes to go to conventions as a merchant and you want to keep a tally and receipts of every sale that goes in and out in your table, I highly recommend maybe try using an app like Loivers, hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag it was just really nice because all of this time, get this guys, all of this time, I always prefer pen to paper when I'm booting alone. Like I print out like this Excel table of all my stocks, and every time somebody purchased this, how I tally it and make sure that I'm not like suddenly losing stock is that I tally on the paper. So like if somebody came up to me and like they bought my Digimon Agumon keychain, I would usually take my clipboard, look at the paper, find the Digimon keychain, Agumon, and then I tally it. So that's how I keep track of how many like each item, like how many sales did I make, and then I can just like synchronize it with did I actually sell that much, is the stock, you know, is stocknya tuh sama apa enggak gitu sama yang dijual gitu kan. Loivers is the right name. Yes, Loivers. Yeah, I'm gonna type it. There you go. Loivers. So yeah, it was really nice. And is it like synchronized chat inventory? Yes, it is. So you can sync it between you and your friends. The way you do it is you and your friends just have to log in with the same account. So yeah, we shared one account. One of my friends sacrificed their account, and then we all logged in. You can log into your phone, you can log into your iPad, and it still works offline. But if you really want to synchronize like every single receipt, then later you're gonna have to go online just to let the data sync just for a little bit, and then you can go back offline again. So yeah, and then like I brought like my dad's iPad with me, set it up in front of me, and then every time somebody wants an item, I can just tip tap on my iPad, and then I get to see how much that purchase is worth. And then there you go. So yeah, very nice if you're sharing a table with a lot of people. The only homework that you have to do with Loivers is that everybody has to put in their inventory the day before the con. You have to do it. You have to put in your inventory, every single type of item, and you gotta specify like their name, their price, and then if you can, take a picture of the item so that if you're leaving the table and you have a customer that wants your product, your friend isn't going to get confused, you know. They might not know, like somebody comes in and buys like my Love Curse keychain, and my friends would be confused. They don't know who Victoria is. They're like, which lesbian is this? Which lesbian keychain do they want? And all they gotta do is just look at the Loivers, and I already provided an image of the keychain, so they're like, this one. So there you go. So that's why your booth have only one person dealing with payment. Yeah, because like it gets really confusing otherwise because everybody else is in charge of like different sections of the table. So there you go. And one person is dealing with the payment. Mostly because also I'm surprised that not a lot of other merchants knew this in Comipara. Maybe it slipped them during the technical meeting, but you can rent an EDC machine. Aku sama teman-teman aku tuh nyewa ini mesin EDC yang BCA itu tuh, because Comipara had a partnership with BCA, with the BCA bank. So we rented the EDC machine. Now, I thought everybody knew this, but I had a few like fellow merchant come and buy stuffs from our table. And then whenever I'm like, okay, like please go to the next window, my friend will help you generate the QR code, or you can also just tap your card to pay and everything. And they'd be like, what? You guys have an EDC machine? And we're like, you don't have an EDC machine? And they're like, I didn't know. Where'd you get an EDC machine? And I was like, they provided it if you registered for it. So yeah. Comipara only as far as I know. Kalau yang sebelah ya gitu ya gitulah. Unless of course you have your own personal EDC machine. But yeah, there you go. So yeah. Use Loivers. It's really, really nice. Or doesn't have to be Loivers, but you know, it's my first time using those kind of app, and I think it really helped if you're, you know, running a store with a lot of friends with different stocked items and everything. So yeah. EDC yang kayak smartphone gitu. EDC yang bilangnya gimana sih? EDC yang mesin buat bayar itu aja. Kalau kamu ke toko terus bayar pakai kartu, kan kartu kamu dimasukin tuh ke EDC terus diminta pinnya. Ya itulah. Or you know, sebenarnya tuh nggak perlu dimasukin sih, tinggal disentuh aja sebenarnya ke sensor EDC-nya. Speaking of which, I think some people, some Indonesians, I don't know if I can just generalize it. Me personally, I also did not know that we can actually just tap our cards to EDC machines to pay. All my life, every time I go to a store, to a restaurant, and I go up to the cashier to pay, and I want to pay with a card via the EDC machine that they provide, they always insert the card into the EDC machine, you know. But while me and my friends were picking up the EDC machine, the bank staff told us like, oh yeah, you don't have to like insert the card. You can just tap it. And I was like, what? You can do that with EDC? And they're like, yeah, you can't do it with the... I was like, oh my god. Kan ada EDC yang model tombol kayak, oh, that's what you mean. Sorry. You're right. It's the one that's like a smartphone. Oh yeah, termnya cardless. I see. Honestly, not a lot of people chose to pay with cards though, because the signal in Comipara was actually quite good actually. So I think everybody always levitated towards curious. Yeah, we love our curious. Yeah. I thought tap thing only worked for those parking card or the flash thing. Me too. So when I got the brief for the EDC machine and I read it, I was like, wow, I did not know you can do that. But anyway, going to Comipara was also really nice. Because obviously the entire event wasn't as big as, let's say, for comparison, like Komifuro. Yeah, it's not as crazy. The like waiting around, like grabbing your merchant pass and everything. It's not as crazy. It's not as like massive as when you go to Jeff and everything. But then we get our merchant pass, And then we walk into the venue, and it was hot. It was hot as well, I don't know if balls are hot. It was hot. It was hot. I was sweating. Point is, I don't know why they knew that a lot of people were gonna come in and do a lot of physical activity, which is moving around, running around, setting up their shop, carrying stuff, climbing chairs and everything and whatnot. And they did not turn on the AC. That's like my one big when I came there, because usually when I go as a merchant to Comipara, I'm gonna turn on my BGM. I hate the silence. Sorry. Where the hell is my BGM? Oh, there you go. It was hot. It was so freaking hot. It was really hot. I don't know why they didn't turn the AC on. In the fucking Jogja heat wave, it was so bad. It was so bad. That's like my one major complaint so far about the entire thing. Is at least if I go to like Comiforo, when I walk into the venue at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 2 hours before like open gate and everything, the entire venue is ice cold. Ha, get it? Ice cold because the venue is called okay. The entire thing is ice cold, and even when it's ice cold, once it opens gate and all the visitor comes in, it's gonna get hot anyway. So I'm just thinking, like, it's already hot in Comipara. It's already hot now. It's already hot now as I'm setting things up. I'm sweating like a bull here. My friends are sweating. There's no English equivalent to this word, but pengap. It's so pengap, anjir. There's no like, I can't think of like a English equivalent of that word, but pengap banget anjir. Pengap. It was so bad. I can't imagine having to set up your store in that heat. By the time I was done, I was sweating. I had to use a fan to like fan off all of my sweat, because I was like, I don't want to stink. I don't want to stink during events like this. What the hell? Oh yeah. And then thankfully near the open gate time, they actually did turn on the AC. But the AC wasn't cold. Ah, brother. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. My other who were also in Comipara, but like in different rows, because we were in like the L row, right? My friends who were at the earlier rows, like A or B or C or E and whatnot, they told me that the AC in their area was actually kind of cold. At least it wasn't like suffocating. It wasn't like sweat inducing and whatnot. I don't know what it was in my row. What is up with the L row? Ada apa dengan baris L? But the AC was just not that cold. It was like, and when the visitors came in and it got packed, ooh, mama. Oh man, truly the L row. Bring the guy from the front desk. Bring the hotel technician again. I should have brought him. Hey chat. Hey Kay. Hello. It's the row that has to take the L. Oh man. And it was a big mistake because I did not own a minifan, nor did I think about buying it before the venue was open. That was my bad. So big advice if you're conning. I don't care if you're going to a con in fucking Antarctica. Bring a minivan. I do not care. I don't care if you're going to like Comic-Con in Alaska. Okay, I don't care. I don't care how cold the place. Bring a minivan. Bring a portable fan, okay? A hand fan, you know, the ones that you can hold in your hand. Just bring them. Or indeed a minivan. Bring a minifan. I don't care how cold the city is, but yeah, it was really bad. Neither me or any of my friends thought about bringing like a portable fan, so there you go. I actually went to one of my juniors' booth, and she had this big ass portable fan. Because I went over to her table and she wasn't sweating at all, and I was like, "Girl, what the hell? Girl, what? How?" And then and then she was like, come here, kasini kake. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go behind the scene. What the fuck is going on here? So I went behind her table and then I saw her setup. She had like a big fucking portable fan, and I was like, whoa. Holy shit, I should have done this. Like, how much did this cost to buy online? And she was like, it's like around 220,000. And I was like, what? There's such a steal. And she's like, yeah, and it actually runs quite long. And even if it runs out of battery, just bring a power bank. And I was like, what? Jesus. You know those ventilated Japanese shirts? Get you one of those. Might look silly, but they seem to actually work. I agree. Get one of those Japanese shirts, the one that they use to beat the Japanese summer heat. You know, the one with like the fan installed into the shirt and blows air into your body. So yeah, crazy. It's not a scam. Oh, speaking of like portable fan, one time back when I was still living in Bali and we were enduring a heat wave too, I was driving in a car with my mom and the AC broke down at like 1 p.m. and we still had like 1 hour of drive ahead of us, and I had to resort to using my portable fan because I was smart enough actually to bring a portable fan, like a table fan, like a small table fan. I had to resort to using my table fan, my portable fan, to keep like me and my mom chill, moderately chill, and not melting in the Balinese heat wave temperature. But it must have been really bad for the fan because after that it broke down. So another pro tip, always bring a portable fan to conventions, but you also run a high risk of breaking it. I don't know what was up with my fan, but like I use it in the car and then it broke down. But yeah, there's that. The damn thing gave up. Yeah, it gave up on me, but it's okay. It served its purpose. We managed to come to our destination unmelted, thankfully. But back to Comipara. Day one was actually, Comipara in itself was actually really, really, really fun for me. I also really like that Comipara is actually a convention that pays a lot of attention to comics, you know, comics and doujins and just like original printed media. So there were a lot of them. And if you register to their benefit program, you can also have your original comics and doujins and creations like printed out and advertised on banners across the venue. And I think that's really nice. That's really sweet. I think maybe other cons should do that too. Just saying. But yeah, I don't think nothing really crazy actually happened in the first day. I do remember that right after we were done setting up, and it was like 2 minutes to open gate, and I finally sat down after running around setting up shop and everything. I sat down. Me and my friend B, at least I felt like I was gonna pass out. I can't explain it. I felt like I was gonna pass out. My head was doing this thing where it was like ringing, and I felt super lightheaded. And anytime somebody talked to me, I felt like I was drunk. You know, like words were echoing, sounds were ringing and echoing, and I can't really hear that well and whatnot. And at some point, I was just sitting in my chair thinking, like, am I dying? I was just thinking, like, am I dying right now? Am I dying in comic fucking parade right now? What the fuck was going on? And then, like, I look next to me, and my friend B, she also looked like she was gonna pass out, and I was like, oh shit, are we dying? Oh shit, are we dying? B, like, B, are you okay? Are you dying? And then B was like, I don't know. My head feels funny. And I was like, wow. Okay, we might be having a heat stroke. So I never really got it properly checked what was wrong with us, because after the gate opened and I drank a lot of water, I felt so much better. So I assume it was heat stroke. Yeah, you're right. I assume it was heat stroke and dehydration. So another pro tip. Bring a shit ton of water. I don't care if your convention is floating above a lake. Bring a lot of water. Oh man. Oh, I do have. It's a bit of a complaint, but 2 complaints actually. A few of the people next to my table were using that space that you use to get in and out from the front and back of your booth and everything. Why do you guys sit there? Okay, sitting, I can kind of understand, like, every table has like limited chair, and we're not allowed to bring our own chair, even if we bring those like little foldable stools and everything, which I think is kind of but like, okay, whatever. I get it, chairs are limited and whatnot, but I kind of expected that you would sit behind your table, right? Like right behind your table. Why would you sit on that little pathway that I have to use to go in and out of like my table and everything, and it's not even just sitting. At first I was like really understanding. I was like, oh, they're just sitting there. Flash forward to like 1 p.m. They were sleeping there. Why would you do that? What part of your adult conscious mind saw this little pathway that obviously you and I, both you and me, because we share a booth and we share a booth right next to each other, that we have to use to be able to mobilize ourselves in and out of the tables and everything, from like inside the rows to outside the rows and everything. Why would you sleep there? Why would you sleep there? Also, I know, like, I'm sorry to be talking shit, but like, I know the guys were Uma Musume fans, so I'm severely judging because I'm also an Uma Musume fan. I do not like to see this behavior. Cat behavior, low-key. I know, and then I have to, every time I have to like go outside my table, I have to wake you up. I have to wake you up with my foot, you know, just like nudging you on your head, just like, mas misia, mas, dude, sir, I gotta move. And they'll be like, Then they get surprised and I'm like, why are you surprised? How do you even sleep there? There's like a lot of space. Like behind, I don't even have anything behind my chair. So like you could have, you could, yeah, you know what, whatever. I don't know. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. And I think at one time, like, they had a couple of their friends over and they were all squatting, forming a circle in that pathway. And I was like, what? Like, how do I handle the situation? I could like, tell them face front, just like, hey, well, I actually already did a couple of times, but I don't know why they keep doing it. So I already did tell them face front. B, I could report them to the event staffs. Or C, I could just, I don't know, bulldoze my way through their little circle and make sure that my ass hit one of the guys' head and piss them off. So anyway, I did the last one. So anyway, I did the last one. I don't know. Why would you congregate there? What the hell? You didn't have to do it like behind your table. Everybody is going in and out. So yeah. I felt like my hip, my butt, like roughly like slam against like a guy's head or something, and he was like, hey, and I was like, yes, can I help you? Is there a problem? Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't oh sorry sir, like, you didn't like having my butt smack you across your head because I had to go out and you were like squatting there. You didn't like that. Oh, okay, sorry. What can I do about it, huh? Masnya nggak suka, kayak pinggulnya saya nggak sengaja pak gitu kena ke kepalanya nih. Saya bisa apa coba? That guy should be a little bonk with my bakery. A little bonk from the butt. And also my other like major complaint, it's not really like a major complaint, but it kind of bothered me a little bit, is I don't like how many people were taking pictures in the event with professional grade cameras, and they're neither like the event's like official documentation team, nor are they like official, I don't know, TV reporters or anything of the like, because I saw quite a lot of men, and I say men because the ones that I kept tabs of were all men. I saw quite a lot of men walking around with professional grade cameras and like long ass lens and taking pictures. And the thing that bothers me is they're not taking pictures of the merchandise. They're taking pictures of the merchants. It's pretty annoying in the entrance, and I know that in the entrance there were people who were setting up like cosplay booths and cosplay photo shoot. That's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. My problem is with these people who are bringing professional grade cameras and long lenses and walking around inside the merchant halls and then taking pictures of the merchants. Itu buat apa? Itu buat apa? Itu loh, kayak ngambil foto dari barang aja itu tuh nggak semua orang tuh ngizinin. Even taking pictures of like the merchandise itself, a lot of people don't allow that. If you ask them, they're not gonna allow it because we run a high risk of you taking picture of my product, and then basically from that picture you can copy the design and then reprint my design as yours and then sell it for your own profit, because it already happened a lot, right? So even taking pictures of merchandises is already a bit but taking pictures deliberately of the merchants, why? There was like even 2 or 3 times that I noticed when I was like alone or just only 2 people manning the fort and everything. I was looking like beyond our cashier window and whatnot, and I saw a guy take out his phone to take a pic, and I was like, I guess they're taking a picture of the entirety of the table. Okay, so I like sit down, and when I sit down you can't really see me anymore, and then I see that the moment that me and my friend sat down, you don't want to take the picture anymore. And then when we stand back up and become visible to your camera, that's when I watch them pinch their camera and zoom in and take a picture, not of the merchandise, not of our decoration or table or setup, but of me. And I was like, why? No permission. That's what pisses me off. I mean, I get it if the merchant was cosplaying. I kind of get it if the merchant was cosplaying, but even then most people would ask like, hey, can I take a picture of you? Or hey, can I take a picture with you and everything? But none of us were cosplaying. Is it only on your table or is it all of the table, K? I'm actually not quite sure if they did it in other tables, because it was so crowded in front of us that I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? And then the guy just disappears, gets swept away by the flow of people. I don't know. And if I tell this to like some people, they're gonna tell me like, you're being paranoid, like people don't always have bad intentions. I know people don't have bad intentions, but like the fact is I'm in a table with all girls. If not for me, then I'd be paranoid for my friends, because my friends wouldn't be comfortable. I don't like you doing that to my friends, to my girlies either. So yeah, I heard other tables also had such cases. I saw on my timeline too that there were like other merchants complaining about the same thing. Like, why are there quite a lot of people who come in bringing like professional grade cameras and everything? I mean, it's fine, but if you're going to take a picture, the very least you could do is just ask. The fact that these people bring professional grade cameras, long lenses, and don't ask, very sus. So yeah, that's like the one thing that bothered me the most. To balance it out with something funny, I had this customer who was cosplaying as you from Persona, you Narukami. And I was like, whoa, sick cosplay, dude. Like, and then they were like, hey, you're selling like a sticker of Teddy. And I was like, yeah. And then they were like, oh, why do you have Koromaru and Teddy, but like not Morgana? And I was like, because I'm not done with Persona 5. So I don't want to sell Persona 5 merch. I don't know. I feel like if I'm not done with a game and I immediately sell it without knowing all of the spoilers and everything, I don't know. I feel like lukewarm to hot take, but I feel like I'd be LARPing if I do that. But yeah. So he was like, oh yeah, cool. And then we were talking about like the upcoming Persona 4 revival. I was like, hey, are you excited for like the new Persona 4 revival? And he was like, oh yeah, like I'm so excited, but I'm also like wondering if blah 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 blah. I was like, that's true. And then he stopped and then asked me, oh, can I know the brand of your eyeshadow? And I was like, my eyeshadow? And he's like, yeah, like your eyeshadow is like really staying on, and it's a really pretty coral color. Like, what brand is it? So I was like, I actually have my makeup bag with me, so let me just show you. So I showed him my eyeshadow, which is actually Bed and Bliss. And he was like, oh, cool, okay. And then we talked a bit more. And then the guy looked around some more and then left. The funny thing is that my friends know that I've had encounters with really, really uncomfortable and creepy stalkers in the past. So I appreciate that they were like looking after me, but it was really funny that I had what I think was a pleasant conversation with this Yu Narukami guy, and then he hasn't walked even 3 steps away from our booth, and then my friend next to me, she just immediately crowded me and said really loudly, "Was that a sasaeng? Was that a stalker?" And I was like, no, I don't even know the guy. I don't even know the person. And she was like, are you sure? Because you were talking a lot with the person. The person just like they just kept talking to you, and I don't know, like, was that a stalker? And I was like, no, it's not. Oh my god. Oh man. And I was like, no, it's not. Guys, like, I really appreciate you looking after me and protecting me, but not every guy who comes up to our booth and strikes a conversation to me is a stalker. Don't worry, like, if they were, there's going to be clear signs. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel really uncomfortable. And it actually did happen on day 2, so don't worry. Oh man. But yeah. Other than that, I actually had a really fun time. What? Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm too tired to go over it. Are you okay? I'm okay. It's just always super uncomfortable, okay? It's just, man. It's just so uncomfortable because I am pretty sure I actually don't know, but I think I met quite a number of people who either follow me or watch my stream during Comipara or even CF, I think at least like 1 or 2 of you that I can see in my chat here actually met with me in Comipara. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. I'm sorry if you met me and you said hi and you were talking to me and I kept asking you to repeat. I kept asking you to repeat what you were saying. I can't hear that well because we were so close to the stage. And I don't know what the fuck was going on in the stage, but sometimes it gets really loud. So I have to go out from my table and literally approach people to ask them like, I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear. I'm sorry. But like other than that, I actually had like a really pleasant convo and meetup with a lot of people who also happen to watch my stream. Oh my god, you're real, I'm real, yeah. But like I think that most people come and meet me with the intention of either just shopping for my wares or my friends' wares, which I really appreciate, thank you. Or they just wanted to say hi, which is totally fine. But believe me when I say that you can definitely feel a big difference between somebody who is just approaching you to have just a simple convo. Hi Kay, can I get this? Or hi Kay, I've been following you, what blah, 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 blah. Versus somebody who straight up bullets their way to you, looks you in the eye, and just straight up, it's so hard to explain, but my gut feeling is never wrong, and they just straight up, is karma here? Oh, okay. I'm karma. Help. And I'd be telling them just like, oh, I'm karma. And then they were like, I see, you're karma. And then they were like, well, I'm blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, in my seat, just like, I don't know who that is. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I might just get shot. I don't know. Like I'm gonna die here. Holy shit, you know. Like no offense, but sometimes like, but sometimes like, and I'm sorry to be saying this, but so far, and my friends know this very well, that's why they get kinda protective of me when it comes to dudes, because so far it has always been men. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that every single guy who has come and said hi to me is an immediate red flag. No, but from my experience, it's always been a dude, well, several, with that kind of aura of intention leaking out and always asking the most uncomfortable questions ever. and they're always like, is karma here? And I was like, I'm karma. How can I help you? And then I don't like that they immediately look at me from top to bottom. Ah, God! Why? Why do you gotta do that? Stop! Jesus Christ. So uncomfortable. God. Jesus Christ, man. But the guy not even buy anything? That's the thing. Most of them don't even buy anything. They literally just bullet their way straight into my table. And straight up ask like, is karma here? And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm karma. Can I help you? And I always try to be polite anyways, like, hi, I'm Karma. Can I help you? Or did you pre-order anything and whatnot? And they would be quiet, and then they would scan me from top to bottom, but not even in a I can tell when somebody is just anxious, you know. That's fine. Like, I get anxious when I meet up with like an artist or a VTuber that I've been following. I can tell when somebody is anxious. It's fine. I get it. If you're anxious, I'd probably try to break the ice by talking to you, right? I'd probably ask you like, oh, hi, so like, are you like a Jogja native, or did you come here to sell items? Oh, hi, like, how's your day going? It's really hot here, isn't it? Like, oh man, like, I'm sweating, blah, blah, blah. I'd make small talk, but when somebody is just like, I can't explain it, guys. I kind of low-key want to say like, you have to go through it yourself, but I also don't want you to go through it. But the point is, me and my friends, we can tell when somebody is just nervous versus somebody who, yeah, you know, just don't really have good intentions, because it wasn't just me who felt the vibe shift. It was the entire table. The moment a guy just comes in, seriously, like, looking and saying like, is Karma here? All of my friends just stopped and like looked, you know. They were like, what the fuck is going on here? and I'd be like, I'm Karma, can I help you? And then they would not say anything. They would not say anything. They would just look at me from top to bottom, like scanning my entire body, and then they would say something like, I'm blah 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 blah. Do you remember me? And I'm like, no. I got the survival skills of a trash can, man. Like, do I remember you? No. That's the craziest, and that's the craziest thing. If you're somebody who have interacted with me on Twitter, or even just like right now, just chatting in my live chat, there isn't a lot of people actively chatting in my live chat, which means that it's so easy for me to remember usernames, right? So if you come up to me and you tell me like, hi Karma, I'm blah 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 blah. If we've ever interacted or you've ever made your presence known in my chat, there's a high chance that I actually remember you. But sometimes, like, this guy just says like some random ass name, and I'm like, what? What? Do you remember me? And I was like, and my default is always like saying like a tehe pero answer, like yang mana ya, nggak inget, which is always like I don't quite remember, like, which one are you again? But then this guy was like, oh, nggak inget ya, ya udah nggak apa-apa. And they always say like, oh, you don't remember, okay, that's fine. And I was like, what the fuck? What the what the okay. What the fuck? Even like every time you hear a name you don't recognize, you just get the Akira bells. How you do? Oh man, I don't know. I also don't like it when I'm like, I still try to make conversation, but I don't like it when the other party doesn't even bother to answer it. Because if it's the case of just like being anxious, if I carry the conversation and ask like, oh, hi, I didn't know that you live in Jogja. Are you like a Jogja native, or are you from out of town like me? Usually people, even though they're anxious, they answer me, you know, they're like, oh, I'm blah 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 blah. Sometimes I'd ask that to people and they just straight up ignore me, and I'm like, okay, fuck you, I guess. Fuck you, I guess. What the fuck? Oh man, but yeah, thankfully I don't have a lot of those incidents, and I've gone to a point where it doesn't really prohibit me from going to cons anyway. It's just on the odd chances that it happens, it just gets super duper awkward. If you must know, that's also why sometimes if I hire my friends to be like my con helper when I'm opening shops in conventions, and my friend happens to be a guy, a dude, that's also why sometimes they get extra protective over me, because they, and sometimes I, well, mostly they, have a running theory that, well, I feel really bad saying this because, again, it's a theory, but it has happened several times that I'm not even sure if it's still a theory, but sometimes when certain men with not so favorable intentions or gestures, or you know, you can just feel it, you can just feel the what we have observed is that the moment that they see that I am with a man, they do not approach me at all, which is really funny because I'd be standing on my booth and you can see me, and this guy has made eye contact with me, like target locked, and I see them making their way over, pat, 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 and I was like, oh shit, I think I know this person. Man, I know this person, I know what they want. And then like my friend would see that, and my friend would stand up too and like push me behind them, and the moment that they do, the guy who was approaching would just stop. They would just stop and then look really flustered, and then they would turn back around and just go. And whenever that happened, I would look at my friend just like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? And I really don't like the fact that that doesn't work if I'm with a female friend, you know? It has only ever worked when my companion or helper happens to be a man. It sucks! Why? Oh man. This might sound bad, but the way you describe the guy makes them sound like a missile. Yep. I mean, I guess. Because I don't know. It's like you lock eyes with me and I can immediately tell. It's like, uh-oh, I think I recognize that guy. Oh man. Jesus. And then yeah, man. Drag fish again with you next time. Maybe I will. Oh man. Deploying flares. I hate that it doesn't work it doesn't deter them if it's like, wait, you also meet the guy in JF? Yes. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I keep seeing the same people in different events. Like, I don't know, man. I tend to not overthink it, because who knows, maybe they really were just in the same events and whatnot. It's just it's not comfortable. It's just, yeah, man, I don't know, but yeah, that sucks. It really does suck. One time I can tell that they took a pic of me, and I was like, huh. And then boom, it goes to Facebook, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's that for? That's what I mean. That's why I feel like events like Comifuro or Chibicon or Comipara, maybe you need to tighten up your regulations. Like when it comes to people taking pics inside the merchant alleys and everything. Of course, it's a Facebook dude. I know. Jeez. But yeah. What did I miss? Not a lot. Just talking about uncomfortable events in conventions. I know I make it seem like it's like a super big deal. Sometimes it is, but honestly, thankfully for me, even though people like that and events like that are uncomfortable, it doesn't deter me it doesn't like prevent me from wanting to go to cons again, and it doesn't sour the entire experience for me either, because I met a lot of people, and 90% of the time people are just fine, people are just sweet, so yeah. Boy, such an invasion of privacy. I know. You ever had somebody like post your picture online without your consent, and then they start discussing about how you're not enough of a god dummy mommy? Weirdest shit that's ever happened to me. What the fuck do you mean by that? I'm sorry. What the fuck? I don't know. Hey people who have met me in real life, I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't know. I saw that on Facebook, and I was like, okay, sorry, I guess. What the fuck? Dude, that's inappropriate. It is inappropriate. Jesus Christ. Honestly, might be a good idea to have a booth mate as security just in case. It really does sound scary. I agree. But it also kind of sucks because sometimes I don't always have friends who are instantly available, even if like I always pay my friends whenever they help me when I run a solo booth. That's why I hire them technically. But even when I have the money to afford to pay them to come with me to events, sometimes they're not available and I just have to go solo, right? And I try not to think about it, but sometimes it's in the back of my head, I just think like, okay, if somebody weird comes in, like you just put your pepper spray in your pocket, and if worst comes to worst, just like hit them in the noggin, Oh man. Nggak tahu bete. Pictures without permission, yes. God, mommy, no. Pepper spray, now with more pepper. Gue tuh kalau Gue tuh kalau mau jahat tuh kayak pengen ngomong gitu loh sebenarnya, kayak apa sih? Lu juga kagak ganteng anjing. I'm sorry. Itu jahat banget tapi maaf ya. Sometimes when I get like super pissed off, I just think to myself like, why the fuck are you making a discussion over my appearance? You're not exactly handsome either, you know. As a comic on myself, I just take a pic of my friends or some cosplayer who asked me to take a picture. Me too. Sometimes, like, even when I have to take a picture of my booth and I post them online, I try to make sure that, like, I don't post the face of a stranger, like my neighbor or like anybody who's like going in and out behind my booth and you can see them. If their face is not visible, good. But if their face is visible and I post them on Twitter or whatnot, I usually put a sticker over their face. Like I think that's the very least you can do if you haven't asked permission. So yeah. Blurring irrelevant people's faces, yeah. So yeah, that's that. But sometimes I do have people who give me like a false impression, you know? Like somebody would come in and they would look all serious, just like, are you Karma? And I was like, oh fuck, what now? And I was like, yes. But then they were like, oh hi, I'm actually like, I've been following you for a while. And I was like, oh my god, phew. I was like, oh, phew. You know, like, oh man, jeez. Scared me for a moment there, holy shit. But yeah. The gap moe, you know. That's why I always like my main way of judging somebody's intention is like not always necessarily on like what they say or how they say it, but that little like looking at me from top to bottom, that is an instant red flag. No, not just to me, but if you do that to my booth mates, my friends, whoever is with me, just like asking if are you A, and then looking at them and they say like, oh yeah, I'm A, how can I help you? And then you look at them from top to bottom. What good reason do you got to be doing that, gentlemen? What good reason do you have to be doing that? Don't be doing that. What the fuck? Yeah, but that's basically it. So yeah. But again, I'm really thankful if some of you have ever passed me by in like Comipara or Comifuro or just, you know, just like in real life events. Thank you for taking the time to say hi. I really appreciate it. Okay, not gonna lie, I may have to apologize for having my eyes dart around when I meet someone because I'm anxious and my eyes tend to wander uncontrollably. That's fine. I feel like I do that too, but I feel like there's a difference between just like looking around, because like I also have this thing where I get shy and I don't want to look at somebody in the eyes, in the face, so my eyes start to wander. But I think there's a difference between doing that, and I can tell between doing that and just like I'm sorry for using this very crass interpretation, but like there's a difference between doing that as a nervous tick, because I do it too, and just scanning somebody's body from top to bottom and then top again, just like vertically, just like I'm like, what can I? Okay. What the fuck? So yeah, that's what makes me really nervous usually. Scanning K. What the fuck? Oh man. There's also cases where after doing that, they will not let me talk to other customers. It kind of made my friends a bit pissed off, because like I get it, you were talking to me first and I'll still be responding to you just like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. And then like if a customer comes, and I'm sorry, but if a customer comes and they have an urgency, like you're not buying anything, but a customer comes and they have something more urgent, like they've already picked up an item and they're like, hi, how much is this? Or like, hi, can I purchase this? I have to prioritize their payment, right? This is at the end of the day still a shop, still a business. So I'd be like, usually I politely tell the person just like, oh, sorry, I have to handle a customer real quick. Which, when I say that, you have either two options. We can end the convo there. I'm giving you an exit, you know. You can just be like, if you want, you can be like, oh, right, sorry, like, go ahead. Thanks again, Kay. I'll see you later, and then you can go. Or if you still want to talk to me, you can at the very least go like, oh yes, sure, go ahead. Sorry. But what ended up happening is that I would direct the paying customer to the cashier, just like, over here please, if you're trying to make a payment, here's the QR code and everything. And the guy would follow me. What do? Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta do that? And they would follow me instead of just waiting, standing where you are, so I can just go back to you after I'm done processing the other customer's payment and everything. But no, they would follow me. And then while I'm trying to like process the other customers like payment, these kind of people would still chat me up. And I was like, I'm so distracted right now. My ADHD is not having a good time right now. I can't focus on anything. Maybe that's the point. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. Do you mean that guy goes inside the booth? No, but it's like, if you know, like my booth, the point is, if I go right, they go with me. If I go left, they go with me. Even though I've told them nicely, like, oh, we gotta stop, we gotta pause this convo here, and I gotta ring up the other customer. But if you still want to talk to me, you can stay there, and I'm gonna head back to you after this to resume our convo if you want. But like, why would you follow me? Now I'm confused, the other customer is confused. I don't know. The craziest actually happened. In Chef. Not when I was doing solo though. I was in the Comipara where I was booting with a couple of my friends, and I think also Wal was there with me, and he was really weirded out by it because Wal and Fish they are already aware and know which persons I'm talking about, and they also did not like it when the guy struck a conversation with me without an opening. So there wasn't even oh, hi Kay, like blah 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 blah, hi Kay, it's good to see you, or hi Kay, like I'm blah blah blah, or hi blah blah blah. No, there was not even an opening. Do you know how weird it was that I was standing in front of our table trying to fix our decor, make sure everything was okay, and then suddenly next to me was a guy who was speaking very closely to me, saying something like, tempatnya rame ya? Suddenly there's a guy, and then no hi, no hello. It's just straight up like, this place is crowded, isn't it? I was like, what? Yeah? Can I help you? And then I feel like every time I try to show like I'm comfortable, just like weirded out, just like, whoa, I don't know who you are. Here's what I don't understand. I don't know who you are, but you keep talking to me like you know my entire life story. Even one time, the one that's like the most what the fuck was the guy bringing up where I live. But the funniest thing is that the city was not even correct. So not only was it disturbing that you bring up the city that I live supposedly into the convo, you know, when nobody's talking about it, it's funny that it's not even correct. It's not even correct. So I look at my friends just like, who's been telling this guy that I live in so and so? What the fuck? So he's not talking to himself, but actually talking to you. Yes. So you suddenly just materialize next to me, just like, tempatnya rame ya? Kalau aku sih senengnya lalalala. And I'm gonna be like, did I ask? Oh my god. It's always like, the place is so crowded, huh? Me personally, I prefer la la. And I'm like, who the hell starts a conversation like that? I don't even know your name. Who the hell are you? Like, what? Yang nanya siapa? Who asked? But at least you know he will probably listen to this stream as well. Good. Although if I may, something about people's like mannerisms like that makes me assume that you don't actually sit down and listen to my streams, but you just like discussing me online, which pisses me off even more. They low-key sound like an Oblivion NPC that stops you dead in your tracks. I know. And then Wall and Fish got really like bothered and pissed because I wasn't sure what the guys deal with, so I was still trying to be polite. And then he brought up like, "Oh, I didn't know you were coming to. I didn't know you were going to Comifuro. I thought you were still like, hey Kay, aren't you still living in blah 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 city?" And I was like, why would you bring up where I live? And also that's wrong. What the hell? Why would you bring up where I live? Also, the information is wrong. It is sort of like that uncomfortable gap of liking the idea of you rather than liking you. Yeah, I've had that a lot of times. Yeah, that guy mad creepy. Yep. What a larper doesn't even know where you currently live. Major weird. But yeah, the funniest thing always comes from Fish, because Fish always gets super angry on my behalf. Thank you, Fish. Fish and Edo, they always get angry on my behalf. And Ren and B and Sadewa. Whenever they hear the story, they always get angry on my behalf. Thank you, friends. But like, yeah, that's so fucking funny. And they always say stuffs like, this guy trying to bond with you, bring up the city where you live, and he got it wrong. What a larper! They would be like, yo, we got a KarmicKrow larper here. Me? I'm a true KarmicKrow fan. And I was like, yeah, no shit, you're a true KarmicKrow fan. You're my friend. What the hell? Oh, man. Gak dulu deh nyinggung privasi kalau belum deket banget. I mean, like, asking somebody where they live when this is like your first time meeting in real life and you've never had a private convo with them is already really weird. It's even more weirder and more of a red flag that you didn't even ask me. You assumed, and you did so with like this really cocky behavior, and then straight up shot me with oh, so like, how long did it take you to go to BSD from blah 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 city? And I was like, okay. And I just tell them, I don't know, 3 hours. So tahu. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. People can get really weird. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely sounds bad, but I'd be more offended he got it wrong. If you're gonna be creepy, I think that's what I said. I was saying, if you're gonna stalk somebody and get really cocky about it, if you're gonna be creepy, at least get it right. Where have you been browsing? Which forums have you been browsing? Because whichever it is, clearly they're wrong. Oh my god. Imagine Kate just goes, boo, wrong. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really think I'm desensitized to it. Oh, I do have I'm just gonna be real honest with you guys. Like, I've already made it clear I'm not really afraid of talking about it. I just don't always see a reason to bring it up. I'm not mad, but I also get really uncomfortable if someone comes up to me, not even saying hi, hello, or like, hi, are you Karma, or whatever, and they just straight up mention my previous workplace. I don't even gotta say which one. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not even mad. I'm just, huh? No. What? Now that's what I call a fucking stray shot. Where the fuck did that come from? Yikes! Where the fuck did that come from? Holy shit! Oh my god. Holy shit. Look, I'm not against like people wanting to make like subtle nudges or mentions about it, because the truth is, regardless if I'm comfortable with it or not, people are gonna do it anyway. Okay? That's just the truth of things. I'm not really bothered, like, per se, if like you want to make like subtle nudges about it, because the truth is, doesn't matter if I'm comfortable with it or not, people are gonna do it anyway, right? And sometimes people do it in a more graceful manner. Like, I've had people come up to me and ask if they can take a pic with me, and if I'm in the mood, I will say yes. And then after that, they would like carefully tell me, just like, sorry, but I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed watching you, you know, especially if that time I haven't really been active in this channel. Like, I get what you mean. It's fine, you know. I just probably be grateful and say like, oh, thank you so much, blah, 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 thank you, blah, blah. But there was one time in JF where I was again in front of my table and trying to tidy up the booth and everything, because we had a few keychains that were on the verge of falling, and I was like, oh shit. Like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna fix it, blah 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 blah. And then came like 3 guys stopping next to me, and they were like scanning the entire area, just like "Nying, nying, la, la, la." And then they hear me talk and laugh because my friend said something from behind the table. And I shit you not, it was so crazy. I shit you not, these 3 guys, knowing full well that they're next to me and I can hear them, they look at each other and then they, like, you know, nudge their head to my direction next to me, and they were like, oh yeah, that's beep. You couldn't have waited to say there that, like, you could have like took 10 steps like away from me before you said. Oh my god. Oh, guys, seriously. What the fuck? Oh man. Meanwhile, I felt like I got flashbanged, you know. It's like, what the what the hell? Or just say it in your private, just say it in your private Discord. I agree. Oh my god. Just say it in your group chat or whatever the hell you've been talking about it in. Oh my god, it's so fucking weird. I don't even mind when somebody comes up to me in certain cosplays. I'd probably find it really funny. But I just try to be neutral. I'd just probably be like, oh my. But then I'd be like, okay, like you're still just a customer, so I'm gonna treat you like a customer. But why the hell would you come up to me? There's even a time where somebody came up to me and then, like, straight up didn't call me by my name, but the other name. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna respond to that name. What the fuck? What the hell? That's not my name. Or is it bad if I said I almost didn't recognize you in Comipara when I hear you talk? You wouldn't be the first one, actually. You wouldn't be the first one. I did. That's because I keep telling you guys, I use a different voice when I'm in customer service mode. You'd have to hear me laugh or talk to my friends. That's when my normal voice comes out. But if you come to me as a customer, I'm not gonna be using this voice. I'm gonna be like super polite and super soft. I'd be like, if you're like, halo permisi, I'd be like, oh iya kak, nyari apa kakaknya? So yeah. So yeah, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing if you didn't recognize my voice when you met me in Comipara. Real beda suaranya, yeah, because I feel like people sometimes forget that, you know, streaming or doing content and having like a proper microphone, especially usually streamers have filters on their microphone, and by filters I don't mean voice changers, but like filters to basically compress noises and pronounce your voice to make it clearer. Of course, it's gonna sound different when you meet me in real life in a super crowded area and I'm in a business like retail mode. Yeah, it's gonna sound completely different. To be fair, I've used the wrong name by accident before because my dumbass brain kind of bleeds them together. It's fine. At least you didn't point to me, come to me, and then call me by that name and then tell me like, wow, you're blah blah blah, aren't you? You used to be blah blah blah, didn't you? What the fuck am I supposed to say to that? I told them no, by the way. That was really funny. Coming up to me and then telling me straight up, wow, hey, you used to be blah 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 in blah blah blah, didn't you? And I just look at them and I say, oh, no. But I say it in a voice that's super duper the exact same as the person they're talking about. And I watch their brain get confused because they're like, shit, now what? And I just straight up told them in their face, huh? No. Who's that? What are you talking about? But in the exact same voice, and I confused them. And then they were like, oh, did I get the wrong person? Oh, sorry, miss. And then they leave, and I'm like, well. Oh, man. Jesus. Bukan itu orang lain. Ngomongnya bukan itu orang lain, ngomongnya aja kayak, "Hah, itu siapa?" I mean, honestly, I don't know like what you would expect me to say. Yes? There's no way I'm gonna say yes. What the hell? What did you think I was gonna say? Oh yes, it is I. Oh man. This reminds me of the time someone insisted I was someone else that they knew online when I didn't know both of them. That's super awkward. What the fuck? No, there was even a point where I was walking with Wal in Comipara because we took shifts to hold the fort, and it was me and Wal's turn to go around, sightsee and buy stuffs, you know. So we were walking and we were like, ooh, oh my god, blah, 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 blah. And then while we were walking and talking, blah 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 blah, somebody pointed at us. There was like this group of people, and then one of them pointed at us as we were like passing each other by, and then they stopped and they said really loudly, just like, "Oh my god, Wal, Kay." And me and Wal, we obviously stopped, right? We were like, huh? We were like, huh? Like, what? And then they were like, "Oh my god, wow, okay, so nice to see you, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I think I kind of remember who they are, but my memory is kind of fuzzy. But anyway, I'm just gonna be polite, you know. So we were like, we were just being polite, just like, oh, hello. And they were like, are you on your break? And we were like, yes, we're just looking around. And because we really wanted to leave, we just immediately said like, yeah, we were just looking around. Sorry, but we gotta go. Please have a nice day. You know, have a nice day. Please enjoy your time. And they were like, yeah, you too. Not even a split second of me and Wal turning our back to resume walking, we hear this guy saying very loudly, and it was Chef. It's crowded, so if I say loudly, I do mean loudly. Very loudly say to his group, we haven't even left yet. We hear him say to his group, hey, that was beep and beep. Guys, please. Oh my lord. It was Jam. It was so funny. Oh man, it was so funny. It was so funny. It's even funnier because we didn't even hear his friends ask. We didn't even hear his friends ask like, hey man, who was that? No, he just announced his whole group like, hey guys, those two used to be beep and beep. And we're like, me and Wal, we just speed walked, you know. I was like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm not even mad. It's just really funny. I don't even have it in me to be mad. It tickles my funny bone, you know? Oh man. Crazy. But like, thank you for saying hi. Jeez. But yeah. I think it's really funny and kind of unfortunate that my friends and circle members are fully aware of some of the funnier and sometimes like uncomfortable experiences I've had with people who come over and ask for me. That sometimes if my friends see me talking with someone they don't know, after I'm done talking, they would immediately pull me aside and be like, was that a stalker? Oh man. Wonder if they got called out watching this stream. Nah. I mean, if they are somebody who actually like watches me a lot, hi. You need to work on your social cues, but like other than that, you're okay. You know, but you gotta work on your social cues, buddy. But I'm quite confident that the people who do that to me are LARPers. I don't know. I feel like the people who do that to me are often just LARPers. So yeah. Like early after, I think I've mentioned this before because it was such a funny event too. Early after I retired from one of my previous workplaces, I received a private message on Twitter from somebody, and then I don't know, they told me that if I was willing to like basically expose the in and outs of what was actually happening in the company that I was working in. But the funniest thing is that the person doesn't even follow me and I don't even know who they are. So that experience taught me that, y'all are just a bunch of LARPers. Obviously I didn't even bother responding them because like what the fuck. But I actually deep dived into like their profile and everything, and I was like, okay, so you're just a LARPer. Oh man. They wanted you to whistleblow for no other reason than the fact that they asked. Yes. What the hell? I don't even know who you are. Oh man, and I'm pretty sure they don't watch me either. So I was like, who the fuck are you? Name my top 3 favorite soup. Yeah, that's right, LARPer. Get out of here. Oh man. But yeah, I didn't even bother responding because, jeez. LARPing as an investigative journalist is, man. They need drama sustenance. Water, cereal, and rice porridge. Soup, man, all I know is sandwich. Name my top 3 sandwiches right now. Otherwise, you're a LARPer. But yeah. But you know, aside from all of these like funny and sometimes kind of scary stories, again, it's always really fun meeting you guys, or even just, you know, people in general in real life events. I'm going to be coming to Comipara. I'm not gonna be booting though. I'm just gonna be walking around. This is not me saying this is not an invitation for anybody to hunt me. I know it's a thing, and that's fine. I know some people are like, hey guys, I'm gonna be coming to Comipara and I'm gonna be cosplaying as this, or I'm gonna be dressing like this, so come hunt me. And if you manage to catch me and say hi, I have some freebies. I'm not gonna be bringing any freebies. I'm not gonna be bringing any freebies. I'm literally just gonna be walking around and hanging with friends. But I will be there. So like there's no need to hunt me. I'm literally a nobody. There's literally no need to hunt me. All I'm saying is that if you happen to find me and you want to say hi, yeah, just say hi. I'd probably happily say hello back, you know. But that's about it. Other than that, leave me alone. Oh man. We hunt you for a crow blessing though. I don't have any blessings for you. Oh, but I will be probably walking around with my friends. The reason why I'm telling you, like, there's no need to go out of your way to come find me. It's not very likely you're gonna find me in a place as big as Comipara anyway, because I'm not gonna be like live tweeting where I am. I'm literally just hanging out with my friends. B, if we do happen to pass each other by, you wanna say hi, that's fine. And also, C, I'm gonna be with my friends, and you already know how protective they get. So yeah, you can expect that. if you approach me when I'm like, and I probably will when I'm like walking around with friends, you can expect that they're gonna stare at you and judge you. Can I get your autograph again if you're gonna go to Comipara next time? Yes, you may. I'm sorry, I don't. It still is kind of funny in my mind whenever people want my autograph. So when you asked me for my autograph, I had to do a brain reboot, you know. Like when you asked me for my autograph in like was it the Nakula or Sadewa print? Hi Sadewa. When you asked me for like my like an autograph in like a Nakula or like a Sadewa print, for a second there, because I'm so not used to people like wanting my autograph, I really thought that you said like, can I have like Nakula's autograph? So I had to pause and think to myself like, did they ask for Nakula's autograph? How the fuck am I supposed to get Nakula's autograph? But then my brain is like, no, wait, they asked for my autograph. Oh, they asked for my autograph. Sorry. Oh man. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna be in Chef because I want to hang out with my friends. I'm sorry, my voice. No, it's not your fault. I couldn't hear very well either. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Chef, just like hanging around with friends. But that's also a warning to people. Again, do not go hunting KarmicKrow because KarmicKrow is gonna be with friends. So if you approach me with weird intentions, and I'm probably gonna be with my friends, they're probably not gonna like that very well. Yo, that's so mean, Sadewa. What the fuck? Low-key though. Yeah, that's so fucking mean. Gatekeeping. I mean, no, you're right. It's just so funny because every time someone happens to approach me and Sadewa sees it, Sadewa is always the first person to be like, apa sih? I just like stares at them and I'm gonna be like, no, stand down. No man. Actually good, keep gatekeeping. Okay, I might chicken out if I hear that. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. He'd probably just be. I mean, Sadewa confirm it, but like he'd probably just be staring at you, and then once you leave me, then he'd get pissed. Oh man, I'm sorry. I swear we don't mean to be judgmental or not. It's just precaution because so many weird events have happened until the day comes that weird encounters don't happen as often as it does usually. That's when probably me and my friends will be way more relaxed. But as of right now, just for security's sake, if you come to me and approach me when I'm with friends, and especially if you know, just start a conversation really weirdly, like Are you Karma? With that tone, yeah, we're gonna be on high alert. But yeah, I think that would be enough for now. Do I have any plans for my next stream? I actually don't. Sorry guys, my brain has been in full convention mode for the past 2 weeks or so. So I probably need a day or two to switch back to to content creator mode or whatnot. Do we gotta offer you tribute first? Okay, that's a good question. It's probably really biased, but I notice that like my friends usually immediately relax if the person like comes up to me and just says like, can I do an art trade? Or like, do you mind if I give you blah blah blah, or can I have a blah blah blah? They immediately go like, oh, okay. Though this is not to mean that you need to bring me anything. It just means that when it comes to like me opening up a shop, you just gotta come in like a regular customer. Just don't be creepy. What the fuck? Yeah, Sadewa. Nobody's gonna be creepy with me, especially if you're there. Fucking. Fucking Rocky Mountain looking. Just don't be creepy. Yeah, no shit, Sadewa. Who the fuck is gonna be creepy with me? If you're gonna be there, huh? Fucking Rocky Mountain looking up. I say this with love. Ah, jeez. I mean, in a way, that's also a way of showing respect, no? Like, at least it shows they appreciate your work. Yes, but I also, like, seriously, you really don't need to be bringing a gift to me or anybody to show that, you know, I come with good intent. No, I guess the key is just, I know this is weird, but, and it's probably unfair because people are nervous beings and I'm a nervous being too, but you know, just remember to smile a little bit and just say like, hi, I'm sorry to bother, but I'm looking for K or KarmicKrow. That's about it. That's about it. Just don't come in with like, are you Karma? What the fuck? Well, there's a problem. I'm Finnish. We don't smile. Oh, okay. Well, thank God you're not in Indonesia then. Oh man. What if they just stand there and smile? Oh yeah, that's creepy. Alright, I was unsure. Even I opened it with Kake. Apakah datang ke Comipara? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just don't do a whole ass creepy like, are you Karma? Whoa, what the? Okay. Wait, 2 whole fins in the chat? What are the odds of that? I actually have, in my YouTube analytics, I have quite some percentages of Scandinavian countries. I don't know why, but if you're from like a Scandinavian country Hey. How does one exchange pleasantries in the magical land of Finland? How do you exchange pleasantries in Finland if you don't smile? VTuber fans known for not being awkward in social situations. That is very true. That's why I say sometimes I feel it's a bit unfair if I ask people like, hey, it's fine to say hi to people, just don't give off weird vibes, because sometimes people can't tell the difference between nervous vibes and weird vibes, bad intention vibes. So yeah. Actually, Finland isn't part of Scandinavia. Really? My bad. Well, okay then. All Scandinavian countries hi, except Finland. That's so mean. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Hi, Scandinavian countries, except Finland, I guess. Yeah. Oh man. Wait, what's Finland part of then? Earth? I mean Europe. Earth. Just be yourself, not the creepy and weird one, and offer her $1 USD. Oh man. Yeah, technically Finland is part of the Nordic countries, not Scandinavian. Ah, you're right. That is true. Oops, sorry, caps lock. No, it's okay. I just thought you were really passionate about Finland. It's alright. I don't mind you using caps lock. I just thought you were really wow, like somewhat somehow 1491 is really passionate about Finland. Di salam tempel gitu. Jangan datang ke gua ngasih uang. Gua makin bingung nanti anjir. Don't come to me like and offer me money. I'd be so weirded out. Oh, I don't know if this person is watching me, but speaking of like funny encounters, it's been like 2 Comipara that this has happened. But if you're the Jinshi cosplayer who gave me a bunch of stuffs during the last time I is in Comipara, okay, Daddy, hello. Salam tempel dong, real life Dodo. Jangan kasih gue uang, gue yang bingung, kocak. Lagian $1 tuh cuma 17.000. $1 is just 17,000 rupiah. That's right, it's 17, it's not even 16 anymore. Udah 17 loh guys. Woohoo, yeah, congrats. Selamat Indonesia. Congratulations to Indonesia. Gue kasih mawar aja, mau nggak? Boleh? Fine, change it to 100 USD instead. Bagaimana kalau kamu nanti kasih aku 100 USD, Sadewa? Wow, ide bagus loh itu. How about you give me 100 USD? Oh, wow. As a whole meal, not in BSD. Lu beli apa 17.000 di BSD? Oh man. Like, what was I saying? Right, so for the past 2 Comifuros that I've been to, there's always been the same guy, always in cosplay, that comes to my booth gives me a bunch of items and doesn't say a single word. And my friends love the guy. The first time he came around, I think it was a Himmel cosplay. And then the second time, it was a Jinshi cosplay. And it's always the same guy. I remember, because I always remember faces. And then you always come in and I would always greet them just like, hi. Are you looking, feel free to look around, or are you here to pick up pre-order and whatnot? But then he would just look at me, not say anything, and then like slide me an envelope of like goodies, you know, just like freebies and like, I don't know, like polkas and art prints and candies and whatnot. And I would be like, I was so confused. I was like, oh, is it for me? And then they would nod. And then I would say, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Can I give you a freebie in return? And then they left. And I was like, oh, okay. The funny thing is that my friends saw that. And they were like, yo, that guy was so cool. Yo, he's our favorite. Taro, thank you so much. Bingus boingus. Thank you for the bingus boingus. Imagine they're just very shy. That's what I think too. Maybe they're just nervous or shy. Maybe they're just non-verbal. Maybe they just don't feel like talking. It's fine, but it's just so funny to me to see that my friends are usually very wary to like customers. Again, I'm sorry, but especially if you happen to be a guy, but they see this one non-talking Jinshi guy coming over, giving me a bunch of stuff, and they immediately just starts clapping, just like, yo, who's that guy? Yo, you're our favorite. Oh man. And they're like, yo, now that's a true KarmicKrow fan. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like they don't talk? Oh man. Bro passes the vibe check. That's so mean. You're saying that in order to like pass like my vibe check, or at least my friends like judgment, is to not talk at all. That's so mean. No, man. Your friends are like cats. They're wary of those who give too much attention, but love those who respect boundaries. That is actually true. I misheard Jinshi as Jiangshi and was like, yo, stockpile goes. Man. But yeah, apparently the ones who pass my friends like vibe checks are the one who don't speak too much, which is really funny. Apparently, if you like, the more you talk to me, like the more you talk to me, just like, hi Kay, blah, 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 blah. Apparently the more judgmental my friends get. Oh man, especially like doubled if you're a dude. Oh my god. The sus bar increases. Oh man, I can already hear like my friends like hitting them with the pansy. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know if like for the Indonesians in the chat, I don't know if you guys are gonna come to Comipara. Are you guys gonna go to Comipara? Did you already pre-order stuff? Because there's so many good stuffs. I've already pre-ordered some stuffs in Comipara. I'm so excited for them. But I've also spent a lot of money. But I think it's fine because a week from now is actually my birthday. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna treat my trip to CF22 and like the little like knickknacks that I'm gonna get there as like my little birthday gift to myself, you know. So yeah. Debuff, you're the VTuber mailman. Heck yeah, happy birthday. Happy early birthday to me. Happy early birthday, thank you. Not gonna lie, my wallet looking a bit too thin for CF dog. I'm sad. Oh no. I don't think I only bought ticket for day 1 though, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be coming over to day 2. Because I'm not gonna be, for once, I'm gonna be there as just a visitor. And I feel like a day is enough to like, you know, walk around the entire like rows and alleys of Artist Alley and then meet up with my friends. And that's enough. And even if I want to go back for day 2, I can always just buy tickets on the spot. So yeah. Sorry. My nose is so stuffy. Will there be a birthday stream? I might just do... Sorry. I might just do a karaoke. I feel like a karaoke. Although maybe not happy birthday. What the? It's not my birthday yet. Sorry. I just got a Discord notification of Sadewa telling me like happy birthday tante. I'm like, it's not even my birthday yet. Did you not hear me? My birthday is next week. Oh man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't happy birthday me yet. It's not even Oh, sorry guys. I got it wrong. I'm sorry I laughed at you, Sadewa. Okay. Public apology. So apparently when he said happy birthday tante, he didn't mean me. Turns out I am not an auntie. I am not a tante. He said happy birthday tante because it's actually my mom's birthday tomorrow. Maaf guys, clarification. I'm sorry, dear Sadewa Sagara. I am so sorry for shit talking you on my stream. Apparently when he said happy birthday auntie, he didn't mean me. I'm not an auntie. He meant my mom because tomorrow is my mom's birthday. This has gotta be the funniest screenshot I've seen. You know what? This is such a good reminder for people. At least he didn't say hag. Nah. Sadewa doesn't have the power to call me a hag. Happy birthday, Karma. Yeah, tomorrow's like my mom's birthday, so I spent the entire day like preparing like cake and buying like buying flowers and getting a gift for her. But yeah, everything's all good and dandy and ready for tomorrow. That's why I'm like relaxing now with the stream. Also, this has got to be the funniest screenshot I've ever gotten in my life. I feel like I need this. Look. got scolded by Fizz. Jangan GR. Oh my god. What does that mean? GR? GR stands for Gede Rasa in Indonesian, which means I don't know, like big feeling. Literally, it means Gede Rasa means big feeling, but GR basically means when you think somebody's talking about you, you know, you're a bit too full of yourself. You think everybody's talking about you. You think everything's about you, you know. Big head. The PVP make it way funnier. I can't believe I'm getting scolded by Ira Sutoya, man. Big I'm not gonna screenshot it, but under there's Sadewa calling me streamer GR. Jangan means don't. So don't GR. Jangan GR. Don't get a big head. Oh man. Got scolded by the Ira Sutoya, man. But yeah, me and my mom's birthday are 1 week apart, which is kind of funny to think about. That means that when she was pregnant with me, she must have been really heavily pregnant with me when it was her birthday, and then 7 days later, out pops me. I guess late birthday present, I don't know, but actually that's how I keep up with my birthday, because sometimes I forget that I have a birthday. I actually sometimes remember my mom's birthday more than I do mine. So whenever my calendar is already like, oh, mom's birthday soon, that's when my brain starts like, oh, that means like it must be my birthday soon as well. So yeah. Easy to remember the dates, I imagine. Yeah, my family has this thing, and by my family I don't mean my immediate family, but like my extended family includes my cousin and some of my like aunts or uncles. 80% of our family members are born in May. I don't know what that is. My brother is also born in May. Almost 90% of my cousins are born in May. So we spend a lot of money in May. I'm being serious. Like, 1 day before my birthday is like my niece's birthday, and then it's my birthday, and then 2 days after that is my cousin's birthday, and then a day after that is my other cousin's birthday, to the point that I have this conspiracy theory that like did y'all just make like a pact with some kind of devil or something? Did you guys like make a pact with a devil or something, that you can only have like you can only make kids on like certain months, and that's why we're all born on May or something? Well, that means that on May our expenses skyrocket, because then we'd have to like get a lot of gifts on May, you know? So yeah. What's up 9 months from May? Good question, actually. Something happening 9 months before May. What's 9 months before May? Let's see. 9 months before May. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. August. It's around August or September. I don't know. What the fuck happened in August or September? I don't know, man. But yeah. Don't really have anything planned for my Independence Day. How very patriotic. How very patriotic. But yeah, I don't really like there's also nothing really special about my birthday. Ooh, this is like the one thing I'm proud of about my birthday. I share a birthday with Conan from Detective Conan. Wow. Very cool. That's like the only thing that I'm proud of about my birthday. I share a birthday with Conan from Detective Conan. Or Shinichi, whichever floats your boat. Yahoo! When's your birthday, beautiful? Oh my god, Elle! You're not banned anymore! I can see you! Wow! Oh, I thought you meant the comedian. No, I meant the detective. The fictional detective. Oh man. But yeah, my birthday is on May 4th. Oh, there you go. I'm not quite sure if I can stream during my birthday because there's a high chance that I might want to take my family out for dinner and I don't know how late that's gonna be. So if I do any birthday karaoke's or just like a birthday stream just to chillax, do some stupid stuff, there's a chance I might do it the day after. We'll see. So it's probably gonna be like a Monday, isn't it? Yeah, my birthday's gonna be a Monday anyway, so yeah. That is a different account. I gave up and what? That's crazy. You had to make a different account just to not be banned by YouTube. May the 4th. All right. It's also Star Wars Day. I've never watched Star Wars though, so that's why I didn't make mention of it. Sorry. Sorry. I know some of you may be disappointed. Okay, guys, never touched Star Wars before. I've never touched Star Wars before. I'm so sorry. I've actually been thinking of like getting into Star Wars just to see what all the hype is about, you know, because I have a lot of friends who do like Star Wars and that piques my curiosity. So there you go. Star Wars is overrated. Whoa there. Wow there. Wow there. It's okay, the world building is hell yeah, but the story... Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. What was that game called again? Right. Okay, so I don't give a fuck that my friends like Star Wars. My real reason for wanting to get into Star Wars, or at least just get the premise of it, is because I want to play Star Wars Outlaw. And the reason I want to play Star Wars Outlaw is because they have that hot robot character with the trench coat. So I felt like it would be wrong if I just play it and I don't even get like the premise of the universe and everything. So like that's actually why. But I've been telling, I hope my friends are not listening to this. I've been telling my friends like, oh yeah, because you like Star Wars so much and I want to connect with you, so I'll get into Star Wars too. That's a lie. That's a lie, by the way. Thank God they're not here. That's a lie. I actually don't care. I just want the robot in the trench coat. So hot robots are a good reason to get into anything, to be honest. Thank you. I don't think you need to watch the movies to play it. I feel like the game would be a good entry point. I know that a lot of people massively criticize Star Wars Outlaw just as a game, how it runs and everything. I know it received like a lot of criticism. So I'm also gonna be testing myself if the game is actually indeed as mixed as in mixed reviews, if the game is indeed as mixed and not as good as some people say it is, how much can I endure it for the sake of sexy robot? That's what I want to know. Because honestly, I can endure a lot for a sexy robot, but like I just like I'm not gonna lie, like I like playing Mass Effects, but sometimes I kind of want to stop playing Mass Effect, but like I kept going because of Garrus, so like As far as I know, it's a fine game, but it's like the Ubisoft formula overstaying itself. I see. Okay, good to know. It becomes less for enjoyment and more for endurance. Does that mean you like Bioshock Infinite? I'm so glad you asked, L. Well, actually, let me give you... Bioshock Infinite was my start to everything. Wait, no, this is not mine. Wait, this isn't mine. Where's mine? Oh, there you go. I made this the other day. Bioshock Infinite is one of my favorite games ever. I think I've told this story before, but when I was auditioning for a certain role back then, I did the audition playing Bioshock Infinite. That was what I submitted personally, and I think I've already told this story a couple of times. So some people probably already know, but yeah, the game has a very special place in my heart. But yeah. Also, I made this the other day. Here you go. Oh shit, that's not the... Which one is the image? Somebody made this like... Ta-da! There was this... I don't know. This template the other time, like my friend gave me, and they're like, hey guys, put in yours, and so I put in there. I like Infinite when it came out, but now I just think the plot is really rough. No, it's okay. I might be done fighting with now. It's okay. I mean, I feel like Infinite's story did a huge number on me, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna do the same to other people. So yeah. FF13 overrated? No, FF13 for me is overhated. I actually quite like FF13. My only problem is with the linearity of the entire experience, the world and everything, but to some parts. But I actually quite like FF13. Mouthwashing. I feel like putting mouthwashing in favorite antagonists is really funny, but yeah. So yeah, there you go. I really wanted to put Creature Kitchen into Night in the Wood, into game everyone should play. But if I put Creature Kitchen in game everyone should play, I don't really know what would be like a... I don't know what would be like a good replacement for Turn My Brain Off game. I'm still so bitter about Inquisition. Why could they mess it? I know. No hate on BioWare, but yeah, I feel like some people really praise Inquisition, but I feel like I have a lot of issues with it. Not to say that I didn't have any enjoyment playing it, but I also got issues with it, you know. Oh man. I'ma be real, bestie. You're going to have to do a once over on that best story. Nah, I'm happy with my pick. I was gonna put like Shadowbringer. Because I know, like, objectively, Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringer, incredible story. I know everybody keeps saying that, and I agree, but I kind of want to put Bioshock Infinite in it. So yeah. Call of Duty caught me off guard. I think I remember asking you guys if me playing Call of Duty is something up your alley. And I think like a lot of you said like it's not really like something up my alley. Like you can play it, but it's not really something up my alley. But yeah, I play Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty off stream quite a lot. It's not really usually my kind of thing, but I don't know. I've quite enjoyed Call of Duty a lot. So yeah, Call of Duty. And the reason I didn't end up playing it on stream, play it on stream is because I play it in Discord, streamed it to my friends, and let's just say whenever I play Call of Duty, I have a really bad potty mouth. And then they tell me, maybe you shouldn't be streaming this. And I was like, you're kind of right, man. I'm not gonna stream it then. So I'm just gonna, yeah, okay. You know what? Okay. That's fair. Flies into uncontrollable rage. That was my first time in a Discord call with friends where I got so angry at the game. At this one stupid part of the game that I told my friends, like, I was borderline raising my voice, and I so very rarely raise my voice, especially in front of friends, right? I was on the verge of raising my voice, and then I withdrew myself. I stopped, and I told my friends, sorry guys, I'm gonna mute real quick. And they're like, oh, were you going somewhere? Oh no, I'm just gonna bang my mouse and keyboard. I'll be right back. And they're like, okay. And then I muted myself. I was just so full of rage. We're just so full of rage, you know. It's incredible, but you know, I'm proud. I'm proud that I had the senses to stop and like, hey guys, I'm just gonna mute myself. I'm just gonna bang my keyboard real quick. Hell, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's all for the what the fuck are my friends talking about? Why does my Discord keep pinging? 35 messages. Oh, they're talking about comics. Okay, what a bunch of nerds. Sorry, continue. Okay, I think that's all for today then. I think I either want to try playing Kuloniku sometime soon because it recently came out and it's been on my wish list and I really do want to try it, or I do have the option of finishing Stray or Scarlet Hollow. I most likely will finish Stray first. So yeah, I really want to try Kuloniku. Yeah. I think most people already know that Kuloniku was made by Indonesian developers, but if you didn't know already, Kuloniku is made by Indonesian developers. I think they're called Gambir Studios. So yeah, I love cooking games. sorry. Man, I just remembered something really funny in my brain. But yeah, never mind that. Thanks for the bonus time for stream. Good to catch you live again. Yeah. Now that my next event is actually Chibicon in Surabaya in June. So probably like a week upcoming to it, I'm probably gonna go AFK again to prioritize the event. But yeah, until then, thanks for stopping by, I guess. Thank you again for the donations, everybody. Hold on, let me read it. Thank you again for Taro, Ziply, Zio, Zenden. I appreciate it. I hope your pillow stays really cold tonight, or warm if you prefer it. We're having like a really severe heat wave, so Southeast Asian homies, please hydrate. Don't get a heat stroke. She's abandoning us again. No, I'm not. You know what? I'm trying to, before I end the stream, I'm actually trying to draw more lately. Because I feel like, wow, I yap a lot on my Twitter and I stream a lot, but like I don't post a lot of drawing, and I kind of miss like being more disciplined with like drawing every day, even if it's just a doodle and everything. So I'm gonna try to implement that more. So who knows, might be a bit more drawing stream in the near future. Although when I say drawing stream, there's a 90% chance it's just gonna be a free talk stream. So I don't know. It'll have to depend on my mood. If I really want to focus, I probably won't stream it. But yeah, okay. But yeah, okay, I think that's all for today, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you again for everybody who spent time to say hi to me, to Comipara. I really appreciate it. Thank you too if anybody happen to buy my merch. Thank you so much. I know some people have messaged me saying that they are waiting for me to open mail orders for the Indonesians. It's coming. I gotta buy some packagings first, but yeah, just stay tuned to my Twitter. So yeah, okay, that's all for today, folks. Thank you so very much. Where's my... Oh yeah, there it is. Wait, hold on. I can't hear it. There it is. Alright. Thank you guys. Bye bye. I know everybody was looking forward to some part C. I don't really have anything to say on this part C, so here's another time for KarmicKrow's not so fun facts about birds, I guess. Well, Do you guys know what the heaviest flying bird is in the world? Well, I know what it is, and I really love their name because get this, they are called the Cory bustard. I don't know about you, but if I were a bird, my name was Cory Bustard. Why does that sound like an Ace Attorney character? Cory Bustard? What? But yeah, I think they weigh like more than 10 kilograms. And if you're asking where they are, I think like somewhere in Africa. Also, they live for a very long time. They get to live for like 30 years. That's crazy. That's like a third of a human's lifespan. That's crazy. Imagine like a 10-kilogram bird like living a third of your supposed lifespan. And it's called the Cory bustard. Holy shit. But yeah, that's it for today's KarmicKrow's fun facts about birds. I'll see y'all later. Bye.